And making his way to the cage now, we have a product of Portela BJJ, also a veteran of CJJC platforms, was a competitor in our Card-Jitsu installment. We have Jeremiah Spurling.
It's not jiu-jitsu unless you're loop choking with a seatbelt.
Oh yeah, what a crazy event that was.
I love it. I love it. Anytime that Paparaki calls and says he's got an idea, as much as I want to say don't do that, I say yes, let's go.
This is going to be an interesting matchup of a couple of guys who have contrasting styles. I mean, hey, styles make matchups, right? They're also very different in terms of their anatomical build. You have the long and lanky guy in Jeremiah Spurling. You're going to have Jorge Venzor, a lot more of the fire hydrant, a little bit more of a stocky, muscled up.
The old school grappler.
Exactly. Spurling is more of a jiu-jitsu purist, likes to work with a lot of that flowy creativity with his jiu-jitsu, whereas Venzor on the flip side is also in the process of trying to pursue an MMA career, a lot more of a wrestle-heavy background.
So don't be surprised to see a last double attempt.
Not at all.
And then a walk over to the cage and an attempt to pass just the cage.
No, and full disclosure, I train and spar with Jorge a lot regularly, a lot more MMA sparring. The kid is strong, he's like a bull, and this is his first time entering the competitive realm, and I'm excited to see what he does out there.
I was told that he puts a new Chinese character on his face every time he taps you.
Could very well be adding to the mix. He's an artist by trade, and is also looking to add to that artistic realm by adding martial arts in the mix.
He does have that really solid trunk wrestler style build. Big, thick thighs, heavy through the hips, big chested kid. He's going to be a lot to deal with. I would expect...
He's just got that gamer mentality in the sense of, the kid's been through a lot of adversity in his life.
100%.
So when it comes to trying to just, come into the cage or going into the sparring room, he's a guy who's really green in terms of his actual martial arts time, but he's a tough kid who is willing to go into the fire. Exactly.
Heart and grit. It does not matter what you train for. It is so hard to train for a guy that is full of heart and all grit and nothing to lose.
Knowing your why is powerful too.
Yes. Venzor trying to attack that neck. He's going to want to stay out of a lot of the fast transition grappling and really try to work that station to station, gather an inch, keep an inch.
And in speaking with Jorge before this matchup, I call him George, but speaking with him before the matchup, he knew, and he is in recognition that in terms of experience or technical acumen, if you will, he is largely or is likely at a disadvantage coming into this matchup against somebody who...
That's a great place to be, though.
But he said from that standpoint, though, he says that he knows that because he is at a technical disadvantage, he is going to have to go in and make it a dogfight. He's going to have to use the grit. He's going to have to use the intensity to be able to make the technician uncomfortable.
When you can turn it into a scramble, when you can turn it into just a
bulldog choke.
Oh, and he's got those hips into it. If he could turn and run it, or turn it into a rear naked, he's just in a lot of...
Switching that rear naked grip right now, but it's not the greatest of angles.
If he could step over with that top side leg and get some hooks in and start stretching, unfortunately, Spurling has a lot of room to run.
But he's just uncomfortable this entire time.
Yeah, that's tough. Oh, he's taking an arm away. He's
trapping the arm now.
He's taking an arm away, replacing his choke hand. Oh, but Spurling said, nope, we're going to come up this backside.
Now Jorge has to be careful of getting his back taken in the process and being exposed to the choke, but Spurling is looking to attack for a big reversal.
All of the energy that's expended in a choke and move that big, Jorge probably needs to take a moment right here, get some oxygen into those muscles. Hey, I love it. I love the transition, getting himself, almost out of trouble. Unfortunately, got caught in this triangle he's going to have to fight out of now. The only nice thing sometimes about a really...
and a submission by a triangle tap. Jeremiah Spurling able to withstand the storm and a furious pace between these two guys from start to finish here. Hey, for the very first time out there for Jorge Venzor, I think that he represented himself really well, made a mistake there in the defense, went the wrong way with the triangle to start, which allowed for Spurling to be able to lock it in ultimately. And Jeremiah Spurling on the flip side, hey, what a competitor to weather a dogfight and a storm from someone who came in there with a head full of steam like a pit bull off the leash.
And the thing about it for Jorge is all this is another round for him of experience